day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
New York.
They'll run with Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Saquon Barkley on the handoff.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Penny. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and long for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein.
For the Cowboy field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 43 yards.
Down, Giants.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle by Leonard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's mild into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Diggs on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Jones is complete to Golden Tate. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. operating from the gun. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
Down in less than a yard.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Jones. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Giants, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
And got his man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. got tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, kill. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's do it quick.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, and he's going to go down again.
Prescott.
Dexter Lawrence, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Andre Diggs on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Anthony Brown.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6-yard line.
Hey, Phil. 47. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Peppers. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, second and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Again, it's Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
59 mark, check, 59.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
4-yard loss.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 30.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, this will be caught at about the 6. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. It doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Throwing, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Giants 13.
Come on, guys.